blam, just like my fighting days. A gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
Okay, so I got a sniper rifle. Do I have to hold it until...
Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
It takes so long to charge up. Oh, you can move while it's charging. Okay. Pretty sure you can upgrade it. Oh, sure you can, but I just got it. So I can't yet.
The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works.
Wait.
Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
I don't like this camera work.
Grand Rail's all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settle in like they own the place. Not much wiggle room up there near the rail.
No, there's not much wiggle room. You're right. Ah, awful. Awful, awful, awful. Give me my shotgun back. I don't like this design of making me just like delete the weapon I brought on a mission when I find something new and terrible.
Wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere.
No! Why do they all explode after they die? Wait, is that the vengeance thing from that one god? Maybe them exploding is the vengeance thing. I'm just now getting that. I'm like, where are all these bombs coming from? I was thinking of Vengeance from Guild Wars 2, where like you kill one mob and the others get angry. I thought it was like an enrage. I didn't think it was a Junkrat passive. Okay. Okay. Man, I sure wish I could block to the left, but I'm target locked to this thing to the right. What a shame that is.
It was right here that Zolf's forefathers decided to mix it up.
And I couldn't block downward because I'm locked onto the thing to the right. Stop Soldier 76ing the shields. Ah.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs.
What? What? Why didn't you take damage from that last one?
Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store. All the rotten wood there on the rails.
I don't get how this is a rail. This just seems like there's moving rope underneath the thing I'm standing on, and I'm following the rope. It doesn't seem like the thing I'm on is moving. It's just like the camera's moving and I'm a hostage.
Choking on swamp weed. Pecker's trying to prick you in the eye. Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Stop target locking, I swear to God.
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days.
That was rough.
Turns out he's got company at the rail station waiting for him. Not just another wallflower, pincushion-minded. At first, he thinks it's Zulf.
Hello? What's your name? My name is Mukluk.
Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Then wham. He
When the kid comes to, the man's long
already
gone,
punched me in the
but
face.
something else is there. The only words the kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
Okay. Dude,
That note cut straight to the heart of
I gotta
things,
say,
don't it?
earlier when I was doing that that ankle gator level, someone in chat was like, "Oh, I hated this level." I hated that level that we just did. That's so far the worst one to me.
It ain't too late to unlock.
Did I ever get my
the
dentist
potential of this
filter? I did
place.
do it. I did do it, Asen. I was all over it. I wonder what an improved arsenal does. I honestly can't imagine. True arsenal grants access to the trapper's snare. New idols. New vigils.
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
We just delivered a note from the bad guy to try to convince her to
Never
leave.
could ask for a song. awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Scrap musket skill. Final warning. A blast sent straight up into the air, causing a flurry of projectiles to rain down. Breaching bullet. Dual pistols. War machete. Is there any more something coarse? Something wrong. Gain health by striking foes, but your potions are 2/3 worse.
Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Is it gonna knock me out? Dream Sinklets? Is the cooking going to knock me out? I bet it will. I gotta prepare.
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head. I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
Famous cooking. Famous cooking knocks you out.
What's he thinking? Now, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Ceylondia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him.
Mances. Freaking target lock again.
Father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mansers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
My pet's fighting the bird. Well, there, I can't see it.
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father
I sure hope Mike does the job of the last stream with Pith. It'd be fine.
Young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Oh, is he going to keep attacking the little dudes? Easiest ankle gator.
The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
No! Oh, shoot! I accidentally clicked outside the game window, so it tabbed out. That was what happened there.
When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
Oh, that's not good. I got rooted, and then those guys jumped on me.
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Oh my god.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
What? Ingested by a scumbag. Oh god, when there's two.
But the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. The young man had sent the authorities.
How much more?
Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazzle terminals. She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
Someday your bird is gonna fly.
I just realized that once again, I'm having to focus so much on the gameplay, I'm missing most of the story.
Before they parted ways.
Something about an insulting language and father's cutting a deal.
Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Got nowhere to run.
Oh god. Oh, the story is so important. Well, I can't really listen to it right now.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Oh god.
Someday those tears are gonna spill. So big that won't let.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Oh! I have no idea what I was supposed to get from that. So she was in like she was
When a kid wakes up
in a
his
cave or
world's still in
something to
pieces,
be safe from the
just the
calamity
way
because
he
her dad left
left
her a journal to go there.
Oh, his manners ain't so bad.
Hey, I would have learned everything about you, except I couldn't pay attention because I was fighting for my life.
Zolf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zolf told him.
Alright, don't eat
Shards
any
are
more of her
getting harder to
cooking.
find.
That is a very important part of the story, is don't eat any more of her cooking. Not exactly. Well, yeah, like I said, it's focusing on the fight.
Not everything blew up in the Calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Okay.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
Right.
Best to keep out of
Dang
the
it, wasn't trying to... Wow. Dude, okay. I can't do anything about that.
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this.
Anger.
As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron.
Fire bellows?
Led to some interesting inventions.
What, flamethrower?
The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Seems to do a lot of damage.
Cauldron's fires became an addiction. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Completed the menders.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot.
I was trying to shield to the left, but I couldn't because the shield was locking onto this thing to the right. So I had to just attack and take tons of damage.
The more ash we swept aside, the more life